Welcome back to the Monkey Apocalypse, issue 23. Thanks for tuning in this week. Punk Monkey Comics, 4711 Forest Drive. I'm Jeff, owner.
I'm Stevie B. I don't know. I feel like I'm just like the guy who helps you do videos.
Well, if you're that high up, I guess. Yeah.
Like I'm
Trex
not even,
is actually the guy who helps me do the videos.
well, so what am I, like the talent?
Well, it's not
I like to
stretching.
be called the talent. That's like my name.
Okay, talent.
Oh, my turn. Right. Facebook.com/Nerds of the Apocalypse. We put everything we do there. Also, if you just want to listen to the podcast, TrexLike.com. You just go there and you can, on the podcasts, go to Nerds of the Apocalypse. You'll see all our stuff. That's where we go. So, what are we going to do first? Events?
Sure.
Let's do events.
So, Graphic Novel Club this month. We've been doing two graphic novels. This month we're doing Revival, and we're going to do Hellblazer. We had some trouble with our distributor, so we didn't get Hellblazer. So we've actually turned it into, we're going to be doing a Stephen King club also.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Stevie B Club.
A Stevie B
That's the club I showed up for.
Nobody cares. So, so Revival.
Yes.
You've read it.
This is actually one that I have read. I don't about 80% of the books. You talk about the book that I haven't read. I have read Revival. I've read the first trade and a bunch of the books after that. And you got doing the first trade, right?
Right.
Issue 1. It's really, really good. There's a show that just came out last season. The show's Resurrection. It's sort of on the same level, but it's in a small town, and one day everybody just comes back to life, and it's like they're legitimate corpses. Like someone comes back to life that's about to get cremated, and you hear him screaming in the cremation. And it's really, really creepy, but also really awesome.
Yeah.
And so it's one of those indie ones. When I first got back into comics, I was like, let me get into some indie thing. And I picked up Revival, and I got the trade. I think issue 6 was coming out, and I got the trade, and I got issue 6, and I loved it. So it's very good.
And so last month, we actually were able to reach out to Cullen Bunn, and he did a Skype session with us for Six Gun. So that was a really cool deal. I reached out to the author, Tim Seeley. I think I'm pronouncing that right. So we'll see if he's able to do a Skype version of this also.
Yeah.
So the second half will be Stephen King. So that's just anything Stephen King.
Have you reached out to Stephen King?
I have not reached out to Stephen. Although after this, I will make sure I send him a message.
Yes, yeah.
That would be awesome.
Wouldn't it, dude?
But it can be movies, comics. What else is? Oh yeah, novels.
Yes,
novels.
that would be it.
Wizard and Glass, my favorite of all time. So that'll be talked about a lot. So that's going to be next Thursday night, October. Give me the date. 4th?
Oh, I hope so. October 4th. Hold on, Trex is getting it. While Trex is looking up, you know what really creeped me out with Stephen King? When they did the TV show of the Ice Storm.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
As I was really young when it came out, and there was just something about that guy that really creeped me out. And I'm actually, hold on, let me, October 9th.
October 9th.
October 9th, I just hear a
Thank
word.
you.
Okay.
Horrible with dates.
I know. That ice storm, is it called the Ice Storm? The Storm of the Century? No, not
Storm of the Century.
Is it Storm of the Century?
Yeah. Well, they get like.
It's like that. It's like an island in like Rhode Island, somewhere northern.
Yeah.
Northern
snowed in.
That guy really creeped me out, man. It was so crazy. Sorry.
So, October 9th, 6 p.m. Revival and Stephen King come out.
And maybe a Stevie B Club later.
So this Sunday, October 5th, 11 to 5. Is that right?
We're terrible times and dates. It definitely starts at 11, so you can get there and go, hey, what time is it end?
Super Pop.
Super Pop.
Super Pop.
PopCon.
That's right. We're going to be at Jamil Temple. Gave you the day and time. So as far as I know, they pretty much sold out the entire Jamil Temple. I know the one back in April or May, whenever it was, early in the spring, we had about half, 3/4 of that. So a lot of dealers. Go to their Facebook page. Just type in Super Pop. You'll see links from our Facebook page where to go.
And we'll have it down below, too. So that's all you got to do is just go down below, click the link. We make Trex do the work, so they don't have to. Don't you understand?
He doesn't always do the work.
He just...
Yeah.
I'm the talent,
so,
he does the work. The talent.
We have a lot of actors from The Walking Dead, a lot of the zombies coming. We got 5 of them. We've got one of the founders of the 501st, which is the cosplay Star Wars Stormtrooper group.
Yes, and they're all about that charity. So, props to them.
We're also going to have Roy Thomas, Sanford Green, a lot of local artists and writers there also. So make sure you come out.
There's also going to be the South Carolina Ghostbusters.
South Carolina Ghostbusters.
And
I hear a special group is going to be covering it, a fantastic podcasting group. We couldn't get Comic Geek Speak, so the nerds
oh my
be
God,
there.
I gotta go.
So,
I'm done. I'm done.
Just kidding.
Yeah, I'm walking away.
So make sure you come out, see a Pun Monkey will be there. Nerds the Apocalypse.
There's also the Resident Evil van, Jeep
yeah.
car. I don't know my cars, but there's a zombie underneath. I love it. They were at Florence Comic Con. And I was like, that's legit. It's an umbrella truck.
So, going to be a big deal. Make sure you come out and support a local con.
All right. So, because of Jeff, we did not do video last week.
Whoa. It's because of UPS we didn't do the video last week.
Okay.
Let's call it right. So,
I'll allow that. So, we did 3 weeks. Our notables were the Futures End books.
Mm-hmm.
And just because we missed last week doesn't mean that is going to end. So, this week, it's last week's books that came out. And you have most of these still, right?
Yeah, we still got most of the copies 3D covers. And before we get into it, real quick, we're going to start doing a monthly podcast where we're reviewing books. So going up very soon. We actually filmed it just last night.
Yeah,
where
Nerds the Apocalypse presents Monkey Talk.
Sure,
no, I'm just playing.
sure.
No, Monkey
that
Talk.
makes you feel better about yourself. Go ahead.
Nerds of the Apocalypse.
Yeah.
You're going to put it on your Monkey Talk page, right?
Right, and we talked about, we did Original Sin, and we did all the Futures End books, even though I kept calling it Forever Evil.
Yeah, he did. It was so crazy.
But, I mean, I don't think we realized it when we started. It was almost 80 books that we reviewed. It was pretty good podcast.
We were like, Original Sin, that's 8. And then we were like, wait, there's like all the Future End weekly titles and then all of the different, the 42?
Original Sin titles, too. So
52, right? 52 titles that were Future End books?
41.
41. Okay.
Yep.
There you go. You would know.
Yeah.
Interesting. No, but I really enjoyed it. We're going to try to do it every month with different events or different stories. We talked about what we're going to do for the next one, so that'll be on the end of the Monkey Talk when it comes out. So.
All right. So let's talk about the 3D books that came out last week. So I think the first one is Aquaman and the Others. Neat cover there. Booster Gold. To me, out of the titles that came out throughout the whole series, my opinion, is probably the most important one. It's probably the most confusing one to read. Unlike Grayson, that goes, from 5 years in the future back to present day, Booster is all over time, space, and different universes, but it leaves you a lot of hints of what's coming in future issues. And we kind of talk about it on the podcast, the reason I kind of refer to it. I have a theory, and I'm not going to blow it here, but I think you just need to listen.
It's a theory he stole from me, because the one I had like months ago, and I'm pretty sure I talked about it once. And he's just like, that's good. I'm going to steal it from my own.
That's what happened. Yeah, that's what happened.
No, just kidding.
Yeah.
All right, so you talk about Booster Gold, Catwoman, Forever Evil, not Forever Evil. I just did it. Catwoman Futures End.
I got you.
I don't know. Sorry, but Trex is leaving the room. He's so upset. It's Kudus F.E. That's the same thing. I'm sorry. It's written down. Dan's perfect lists. We talk about Dan's lists.
Then the next one, Harley Quinn.
Yes.
Of course, great cover there. Let's see, Justice League Dark. I think it ties into the Justice League and Justice League United.
Yes.
Boy, I'm just stumbling all over the place. Yeah.
Good job.
Got it. What was next?
Red Lanterns. Read that really good. It's all about the hope. So check that out.
Got into a blue ring, right?
Yeah. It's a really interesting story. So Sinestro, and then the phone's ringing. All right, now that Jeff is done with his phone call, we're going back to our list. Next one we talked about Red Lanterns. Now we're at Sinestro, and then Superman, which was a very interesting read because if you haven't, you kind of got a glimpse as to what the deal was with Superman and Futures End, and this kind of gets a lot more into it, and it's very interesting. Superman is doing things that are not Superman-like, I guess. And it seems like he's kind of being pushed that way. So that to me, if you're a Superman fan and you want to know what his deal is, that's a good one to pick up. So, and then
Star Spangled War Stories, G.I. Zombie.
I gotta be honest, I didn't read this one.
It was a lot of fun.
Okay, yeah.
I actually read it today. Well, a little slow in the store, so I had a chance to read a comic. So, but it's just I'm sorry, it's fun.
It's a fun book. Okay, so check that out.
But please go watch the Monkey Talk podcast featuring Nerds of the Apocalypse. We do a no-holds-barred review of pretty much all the Forever Evil. We tell you which ones we thought were good and which ones were awful.
And we're also, it's going to be on our Nerds of the Apocalypse podcast feed as well. We're going to pop it on there, even though it's going to make it crazy. Trex got mad. He was like, the order it's going to be, people are, I don't want to do a separate file. I was like,
I hate iTunes.
He does. So we'll just put it on there. It's like the next podcast. We'll just call it Monkey Talk 1, and then we'll do Nerds of the Apocalypse, our issue. We'll just kind of go like that. So, so if you just listen to us, you're going to just listen to it there. It's really long, so you may just want to listen to it. So
I mean, if you guys work for Marvel or DC, you wouldn't care what order it came out in. It would
That's
just
right.
be out. So
That's right. That's kind of what we do.
there you go.
So, all right. That was our notables. Now on to the top 5.
All right, so coming in at number 5 this week, I have to look at the list. What was it?
We've got a list.
Oh, yeah.
Cap. But that's not the Cap.
No, not anymore.
Yeah. This is the first issue where I mean, spoiler alert, in case you don't know, Cap isn't Steve Rogers anymore. It's Falcon. Falcon is taking his
Oh,
place.
you pointed at me. I thought I was going to be Cap.
Oh, no, yeah, you're just Cap.
By hell.
Yeah, you don't have the haircut for it.
No, not quite. Not quite. But thank God they're doing some of this Captain America book. I'll be honest with you. But, you know, I just feel like that was a horrible run that we're coming off on Captain America. I mean, in Dimension Z, I mean, it was cool for a while, but nobody bought that book.
I think the problem with Cap, and I might have said this before in here, is that when Buecker left, it's like what you got now?
Yeah.
Like, and you try to go a different direction, and it's like that's what they want. They want the spy direction, and that is probably, if not one of the best Cap stories ever written, like his run.
Yeah.
And after it, it's like, well, what can you do? And everything else just seems kind of mediocre.
Yeah.
And when you do something like Dimension Z, if you're not into that kind of thing, like if you're not into the galactic or the different dimensions, and you're just not going to like it. And when you buy Cap, that's not really what you expect.
Yeah.
So
this is basically the issue we're going to introduce, and then I believe next month is when you get the number 1 with the new Captain America as Falcon's Captain America. So pretty excited about that coming out.
Captain America's going to fly.
That's right. So coming in at number 4 this week is Death of Wolverine number 3. Oh, so actually the latest book by 2 weeks. I think there must have been some issues with the later books, and they pushed this one back, so they'd all bump in. I don't know.
I don't know. They were weekly, and then it was like, no, we're doing 2 a week, and it's like, okay.
So 3 comes out this week, and 4 is supposed to come out next. So
It's in like 2 weeks, I think, right? It's like this one, and then you skip a week, and then 4. I think is what I read. I don't know. With Marvel, things change daily, so it's.
So this is he's basically trying to figure out who's trying to kill him.
Right.
With a special guest.
Kitty Pryde.
Yeah. So if you're into that sort of thing, do you like Wolverine? Here it is.
I like Kitty Pryde. I like Kitty Pryde's relationship that she's in now with Star-Lord, but that's not what we're talking about. But
that's another book.
Yeah.
Legendary Star-Lord also comes out this week.
Oh yeah, we were debating up on the list or not, but the Legendary Star-Lord's been great too. So.
Yep.
And also probably gonna have Kitty Pryde in it, so there you go. You get Kitty Pryde fix, you get this book, and you get Legend Star-Lord. I can't promise Kitty Pryde's gonna be in Legend Star-Lord. I don't know, but she might be. There's a chance.
There's a good chance.
Yes. So if you maybe want your Kitty Pryde kick, there you go. Death Wolverine.
So straight in the aftermath of Original Sin.
This is number 3. It's straight in the aftermath of Original Sin. Choice 3. Thank you, Jeff.
Well, please.
Pick 3. No problem. Go ahead.
No, you.
No, I insist, sir.
Good. So Winter Soldier has a new book. So this is basically Bucky after Original Sin. He's now the man on the wall.
That's what we call him. He's the guy with the gamma gun.
So he's basically going to be going throughout the Is it the multiverse?
I think it's different dimensions. I don't think it's like different Earths. I think he's jumping to like different planes of existence. You know what I mean? I think he's still all in the 616 though.
Yeah, because if you read Original Sin, you know Nick Fury was the man on the wall, but he was fighting gods and different, just all kinds of different things throughout.
Anything that threatened Earth.
Yeah.
Apparently Stephen Strange didn't detect, but whatever.
What?
I'm just saying. Retcon. Okay, so it brings, I don't know, did you read the Winter Soldier run that came out at all?
Not the Bitter March. I didn't read that one. No.
So I guess is that still running or did that get canceled?
That's over.
That's over. Okay,
yep.
So this is the next step. I guess let's take Bucky in different directions. Now you got Bucky Barnes Winter Soldier instead of just Winter Soldier.
Yep.
So they get a brand new title to put number 1 on. But no, they're like, well, we don't know where we're going with him. This hasn't worked, so let's do this with him. Mm-hmm. And we talked about this on our podcast because we did the Original Sin. The idea of what he does is great. The idea of Nick Fury doing it for 50 years, maybe not so good. But this is going to put Bucky in a much bigger realm in the Marvel universe, and this is where it starts. you don't really see him start doing it. You just kind of know he's doing it.
Yeah.
And there's like one panel of him like with the gun. So maybe this will tell the story of how he decides to do it. So there you go. Check out Bucky Barnes, Winter Soldier.
So coming in number 2 this week is Lobo number 1. So Lobo is going to be getting a nice little relaunch by, I'm going to call friend of the store, Cullen Bunn. I can do that, right?
Sure.
Skyped with us, sure.
Trex is giving me the no, but but we pick and choose what we listen to him with. So.
Oh, that's true. So Lobo, he's trimmed down.
Well, there's 2 Lobos.
Yeah.
There's like the imposter Lobo and the non-imposter Lobo. Lobo's actually this other Lobo actually featured in Supergirl.
Mm-hmm.
He comes to Earth and meets her, and she kills him, and then doesn't, and he goes after her. So, and apparently Kryptonian are great for bounty hunting, I guess. But no, he's definitely not the Lobo that you're used to. He's not like the shoot first, talk later. He's definitely more.
Some people have said emo Lobo.
That's what Trex says.
He's the Edward Cullen of Lobo.
He's more. He thinks more about what he does. He's more. I would say, I hate to say that, but like Boba Fett bounty hunter, as compared to just like Hulk Hogan bounty hunter. I don't know what to use. You know what movie I'm thinking of is Suburban Commando. Do you remember that movie? Suburban Commando.
How did you get there from?
I don't know, dude.
All right.
You know that? Take a seat. And he picks up the seat.
Yeah.
Very funny, sir.
So pick up Suburban Lobo number 1 this week.
It's like, do you know what we're going to do to you? You're going to pound my face. This is the 90s. We're going to sue you. Whosoever holds his hammer, if she be worthy, can possess the power of Thor. Are we going to have to change what's written on Mjolnir?
I don't know. I've seen the internet abuzz about this point.
Coming in at number 1 is Thor number 1. This is the first issue with Thor as a girl. Do we know anything about that?
I've tried to search out to kind of get some information of who this is going to be. Basically, what I see from the first issue is you're not going to see her actually take the hammer till almost the end of the issue. Oh. You're going to see basically Thor, and yet I'm hopefully not spoiling it. I mean, this is all over the internet. You're going to see Thor and Odin on the moon having a discussion about the hammer.
He's like, "What's going on?" And if it's again comes back to our original Sin Talk, it was a whisper that made him drop the hammer.
Yep.
Hammer time. And I can't even focus. And how does that make him unworthy? That's not just I don't understand how dropping the hammer makes him unworthy. And I just want everybody to know, everybody at Fox News to know that Thor is not going anywhere. Someone is just wielding his hammer and taking his place as Thor. You're still going to have the unworthy Thor, and the worthy Thor.
But this has not been the first time that Thor has lost his hammer.
Right, and someone else take it. You're right. So, but for some reason, there's, what is it, like She-Thor or something they had a while back? Or Thorette or something, Thor-S? I don't know. I don't remember.
Valkyrie?
Valkyrie didn't hold a hammer.
No.
I'm referring to people who held the hammer.
Beta Ray Bill had a hammer that was similar, but he never held.
It was Mjolnir. Beta Ray Bill, yeah.
He held Mjolnir.
Yeah, Mjolnir. So, meow. So this is the issue. If you wanted to jump on Thor and you want to find out who is this girl, how does she get the hammer? If you want to know what everybody, even the people at Fox News, are talking about, I'm sorry, I got really butthurt at that video. I just didn't. It's nothing like people sitting around talking about nothing. They know nothing about what they're talking about. Sorry. Yeah. Hey. That's mean.
Like you talking about Saga.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's a good deal.
It just, but no, I might actually pick this issue up. I know I haven't really read Thor up until this point, but I just want to be in the know, I guess. I want to know what the deal is with Thor. With the girl Thor.
So do you know what her first appearance was? She's already had a first appearance?
Yes, her and the Gwen Stacy hooded Spider-Woman is what they call her.
It was in Deadpool versus Hawkeye issue 0.
Weird.
So they're together at a Comic-Con. So I don't know if they're going to actually call it their first. I mean, it's the first time they actually appeared in a comic.
But it's people dressed as them. It's not really them.
Is it?
Yes, it's at a convention.
Is it?
I don't. Either way, Jeff's got like
Is
3
it?
in the back just in case. No,
Well, there's some extra security.
yeah, no, my bad. Sorry. That's our number 1 pick of the week, everybody.
So I want to thank everybody that came in and entered the contest for Marvel Universe Live. I want to congratulate Trey Lawson. So great job there.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed the show.
I'm happy for him.
Yeah, we should be doing some more
I
stuff
entered
with
that.
Colonial Life Arena. So keep watching our Facebook page and the videos to see what's going on.
It's good. I didn't get a chance to go, unfortunately, but I saw some video of some guy who went, who literally was like, Green Goblin, my man Cap, my man Iron Man. Just like, and I'm just like, man. But congratulations to Trey. I was just kidding earlier. I'm happy for you. I also entered, did not win, so I hold that against you. But unfortunately, I'm still happy for you. So there's that.
So make sure you come out and see us all at Super PopCon this weekend. Very excited. Going to be very big. Of course, we talked about earlier in the video. And don't forget about Halloween Comic Fest and the Graphic Novel Club. Oh my gosh, we're
All this
packed.
stuff. Lots of events.
Anything else for you guys?
No, that's it. We'll be at Super PopCon. We'll be at the Oktoberfest, and maybe I might make an appearance for Revival. I'd say it all the time. I never show up, so I don't know. But yeah.
Oh, and one more thing. Make sure you check out, we're going to start doing a monthly review of an event or just some comics. So this month we reviewed Original Sin and, I'm sorry, I almost said Forever Evil again.
You did it again. You're like, yeah, I don't read all the Forever Evil books. And
Future's
Trex was like,
End.
You mean Future's End, right? He's like, oh yeah. It's like everybody had a heart attack because of the amount of Future's End they read. But yeah.
So we reviewed 80 books in about an hour and a half. So make sure you tune in.
This should be out about a week or so. If Trex gets his stuff together, you know, we don't know what that
Maybe.
guy.
You're not my supervisor.
Not yet.
All right, we'll see you guys next week. Monkey Apocalypse out.